It is brew day for the elusive black lager that I've done nothing about but ramble and ramble for months and months and months. So what have I finally decided? Blackrock's Porter. So as I've spoken about, this was previously called Bock. It was a German lager. At the start of the year, or maybe, I don't know, it was at some point, BlackRock has done a big rebrand and they renamed it Porter. The ingredients and recipe have not changed at all. So that is my base malt can. After some serious deliberation with Jessie, I have decided to do a body blend instead of anything with light dry malt. So that one's got predominantly dextrose and a little bit of multidextrin. So I'm kind of hoping that it'll be nice and dry, not overly sweet, because it is a lager, so I don't want that maltiness carrying through. All right, yeast. SafLager 3470. This one was a banger in the BIB. So I'm using it again. Brew temp, I will aim for like 14 degrees. And then I'm dry hopping with Hallertau. So I'm only doing 25 grams because I don't want a whole lot of hot flavor, but I want just a little bit. So that's us. Let's start brewing. One thing that I love about the BlackRock cans is it's got the pull top rather than having to get your can opener and whatever else. So I haven't brewed the Porter / Bock before, but you know, every bit of feedback is telling me that it should turn out how I want. So if this is something you're interested in, but you're not sure how it'll turn out, maybe wait until we do a review before you put it down. BlackRock does also tell us every bit of malt and the ratio that goes into these. I don't love particularly long brew day videos, so I'm not going to go into that with you, but if you want to, it is all on their website. Now, I imagine the malt's going to be pretty hard to get out of this tin because I am using quite cool water. I want to start this not too hot, being the lager yeast. So the only downfall is that getting your excess malt out is a bit challenging. It's actually not too bad. It's not too bad. We'll do it again, but it's really not too bad considering how cold the water is. All right, while that one soaks, we'll go in with our body blend. We'll see what the starting gravity is so we can kind of work out an approximate finished ABV. The only thing that I would consider is potentially adding like another 500 grams of dex if you want your ABV a little bit higher. I'm not overly worried about it, but you know, could it do with an extra 500 grams of dex? You know, are we going to hit 5%? Very much doubt it. So if you want something in your 5s, you'd probably want to look at adding a bit more dex. All right, give her a stir. See what color she comes out. So this brew has obviously been in the works for ages, and after trying Ether's Black XPA, I really did consider going gung-ho on this and going more of an XPA. I just think that this one's going to be so much more palatable to the greater market. I thought a nice little German hop, hence why we're using Hallertau. We'll just be really subtle. Let us enjoy the things that we love about dark beers and lagers without going too crazy. All right, now we will top her up. I am brewing to 20 liters for this one. Oh, someone didn't stir good enough. There's still a fair bit of malt down the bottom there. Hydrometer read. All right. Gravity is around 1,044. I am using the wrapped pill, so we'll get a more accurate, but I like to do that first. Yeast. 34.7. 70. And then we'll sneak that guy in on the side. There we go, pop her up. Let's hope it doesn't take too much of that yeast with it. So I got my hands on the FermZilla upgrade kit. So much more sturdier, easier to use handle, and then a different base as well that's actually attached. So it makes moving and stuff when it's full of work a hell of a lot easier. This one is going under pressure, no dip tube on yet, so it doesn't really matter which side it goes on. This one is going to be fermented at about 14 degrees. By week 3, I'll do the similar to what I did with the BIB and slowly increase the temp by like a degree or 2 every few days. So we're at least 4 weeks away from getting her in the keg, but stay tuned, you will eventually hear how she turns out.